Everybody step up cause we do this in his name. Studying his word to let them know about the game. We just get it cause he got it.
Welcome to the second episode of Battlefield Fight for Christ. I'm Mike Yellerman.
Brandon Lewis.
Michael Sharp, and hope you guys really enjoyed the first episode. I know we did. So at this time, we're going to talk about what God's done in our life this past week. So Brandon, is there anything God's done?
A lot. Went to Six Flags. Last week I was helping out with the VBS and, met a lot of good kids. So, and woke up, eating daily, so can't ask for much.
I know VBS was, that's why we didn't do a show last week. It's because VBS took all week. We started out really small VBS, and then it just got bigger.
Yeah, it was like 8 kids the first day.
Yeah. So, and Mikey, the security guy, keeping us all safe.
What's up?
Batman cape. If you guys want to check it out, we do have pictures on Facebook, on our Facebook page, facebook.com/Battlefield Fight for Christ. And then we have a bunch of pictures on there. Still more to come. So it'll be fun. Plenty more. Mikey, anything on you?
Well, not too much. I did get a raise this week, or this past week or two.
Awesome.
So, yeah, it's been a long time coming, so it's always nice to help out with unexpected things and get stuff, paid off.
Yeah.
God's done a lot for me just with the promotion I got. I talked about that on the last episode. But just with that promotion, I've got a lot of overtime, which brought us more money. Now I can, we're trying to save up for a really nice camera, like the camera I was using for VBS. We're trying to buy one ourselves. So that was able to put us that, and then, some Sundays we kind of skip tithing, so now we're gonna double it. Try to not hurry up and pay back, but
Get back on track.
Get back on track.
Yeah.
So it just feels good to be back on, back to have a little more money than just living paycheck to paycheck. So
Yeah.
and then I'm also starting I got accepted to go back to our security, so that'll be more hours. So that'd be fun.
Gonna bounce people, huh?
Yeah, kick them out.
But hey, what's up? You out?
Yeah, what's up? Go home. So, all right. Well, last week I brought my little testimony, a little over how I, became Christian and the trials, a little bit of trials that I went through. So I think this week is Mikey's turn.
Oh yeah, what's up? Mine is not as much as Sharp's. Everyone's got a different story. I grew up in a Christian household. Remember falling asleep in the front pews every Sunday ever since I was this little. Hey, I still do it a couple Sundays even now. And then back in, I don't even know, it was a while back, my parents got divorced. And that was a really tough time. I know with, 4 other siblings, it's kind of hard to, I don't know, it's just kind of hard on them too. So, at one point while you're going through, you got to kind of help them out too. And that's kind of when we got involved in the youth group at church. And I know it would be like a permanent prayer request every Sunday, for our parents. We seal the relationship, and they never they're still divorced, but they're at least on good speaking terms now.
That's good.
So yeah, it's hit and miss, but it's all right. Yeah, that's about it. Doing this now, involved a lot more. Help out on Sundays, sometimes like nursery or just kind of roaming around the church, just make sure everything's going smoothly. Yeah, that's about it for sure.
Good.
That's good.
So I had some kind of news, but I'm not going to talk about it. We're just going to skip that news part.
Alright. What's wrong with your news?
I didn't read the article far into it, and I was just looking over it while he was reading and read something. The thing that I wanted to bring it up kind of answered it, so I was just like, So since we're not doing that, what is our Bible verse for this week?
Our Bible verse is Ephesians, and we're going to be on chapter 6, verse 13 to 15. Therefore, put on the full armor of God, so that when the day of evil comes, you may be able to stand your ground. And after you have done everything to stand firm then, with the belt of truth buckled around your waist, with the breastplate of righteousness in place, and with your feet fitted with the readiness that comes from the gospel of peace. And I guess the belt of truth, would be knowing who the one true God is, and Jesus as your Savior. And breastplate of righteousness just trying to live a righteous life, and not backsliding,
Mhm.
That's what it meant to me. Any thoughts?
Well, like we talked off camera, each week we're going to talk about each piece of armor. That's what I was saying. Piece of armor, and talk about why it's important for that Roman soldier to have it, and why it's important for us to have it spiritually. Which Brandon touched on it spiritually wise. We should, the waistband of truth, just knowing that God is God and He's the one and only, and the righteousness. And what did you say about the righteousness again?
That you want to live a righteous life. Try to. I mean, we're not all perfect, but
Well, let's touch on that a little bit. What do you guys think of by living a righteous life? Like, what would that entail? What would that mean?
Staying in the Word of God. Because it's plenty of times where if I wake up and don't study the Bible, and it's like 1 or 2 in the afternoon, I'm like, man, I feel like I didn't exercise,
Mhm.
and so it's good to stay in the Word of God and pray and just trying to please God with everything you do,
Yeah. That's. I mean, I haven't read the Bible as much as I used to, and as much as I should, more. And I'm trying to get back into that, but a lot of times it's real hard, being tempted, because like right now I'm in love with, not in love. Well, I love the show The Walking Dead.
Yeah, in love.
And
Don't worry, we all are.
you were right the first time.
Yeah.
So,
Thanks.
and since it's over right now, in between seasons, I've been trying to read the comic book, which is almost a completely different story. The show does a really good job in its own way, and the comic book's in its own way. So it's a lot of times at night where I should be reading my Bible, I'm like, Bible, I'll read a chapter, and I'm like, oh, I really want to watch this Walking Dead, or read The Walking Dead. So it's being in the Word of God definitely makes you, or definitely puts you on the path of a better, righteousness, and it's not even just that. It's just also, being, like you said, being in the Word of God, but also being in the presence of, fellow Christians, and because, hanging out, we're all supposed to go out and hang out with, the sinners, and all sinners, but, the lost, and, but sometimes it's all really good. You can fall off the path of righteousness by hanging out with them too much without hanging out with the people, that are Christians and know God, so you can get back on track. So
Balance it out.
balance it out. So, Mike, you have anything?
Oh, man, I don't know. I mean, you guys
On the truth or
what?
breastplate?
Oh, yeah. I don't know. You guys summed up a lot of it. I'd say, also kind of touch on what you said. Fellowship with other believers. It's always a good thing too. I know back in middle school, kind of got involved in the wrong crowd, and actually had one of my teachers sit down and be like, "Hey, look, you need to get away from this group. They're not going to do any good." And after middle school, I'd see one of them doing around high school, but I mean, it's pretty much dropped off the map, and I don't know where that's to this day. But not saying you shouldn't hang out with them, but just watch what you do.
Nah.
That's where it all starts, is in middle school. They're like, man, I know everything. I watch movies all by myself now.
Yeah, what's up? That PG-13.
Upgraded.
All right. Before we go into talking about video games, which everyone wants to talk about, we have, as you can see, a lot of stuff to talk about.
Quite a
But
few.
we went to Six Flags yesterday. It's been the first time, Six Flags St. Louis, and it's been the first time since I've been there for 4 years. Since 4 years. You said it's been a while for you,
Yeah, like 4 or 5 years.
and you go like every other weekend.
Oh, no. It's expensive. Can't be doing that. But I went about a month ago, roughly.
So
Kind of bad timing too, because after what happened in Texas with that,
That lady flying out of her seat on the roller coaster.
yeah, that was sad because their kids were on the ride also, and
oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, they were like,
I haven't really heard the article. I read the article. Heard the article.
Yes.
Read the article. I just only heard that some woman died. And,
Yeah, I mean,
it's
that's
sad.
kind of sucks
But-
having your kids on there too, and it's just.
I said this yesterday before we left. Like, we're talking about this woman dying at Six Flags, and we're all still pumped to go to ride these rides, and
yeah,
I was kind of bummed out Superman was shut down. It was not good.
yeah.
No, I was looking forward to that.
So yeah, I had a blast. We all did. I'm pretty burnt up. Head's all burnt. This guy over here had to ride front row every ride or back depending
every
on
ride. So we wait like 30 minutes. We all be like,
I mean, I felt bad. I'm like, man, this is selfish.
no,
but
it's all good.
I was like, man, but it's the front row. You got it. You know?
The first one we rode, the Batman. Me and him were your feet hang, and then we're acting like we're walking the whole ride. We're just like doing this as we're like flying.
That was fun.
So, and then the tidal wave. We rode like 3 times in a row without getting off the ride.
My shoes are still drying, by the way. a little mad about that, but
So
it's items.
it was fun, and it was even better hanging out with the good Christian people from our church and just having a fun time. And it was our youth pastor's daughter's birthday, so he was out doing his own thing and hanging out with her and having a fun time, and got to hang out with us and catch up on some rides. Gave us an excuse to ride some more rides twice.
Oh yeah, twice.
Boomerang twice, Boss twice, Mr. Freeze twice, Batman twice, and Screaming Eagle, which always sounds like it's gonna break.
Yeah, I was like, oh, that doesn't sound like it should be happening.
It was squeaking. I'm like, oh man.
So,
Oh, side note, don't ever take an energy drink at night and you think, man, I was tearing up. It was not
don't drink energy drinks anyway, because one, the amount of sugar in that thing is ridiculous. I used to drink one a day, and whew,
I never really fell into the energy drink. I tried the Red Bull. I like
Red Bull's gross.
It's expensive too. It's like $3 for a little shot.
I drank Amp, which is the energy drink made by Mountain Dew.
It's pretty good.
And then Red Line.
Red Lines are amazing.
Red Line
Every
is
all
like
day.
your cocaine of energy drinks.
Yeah.
Don't do drugs.
sounds like
But-
a red line.
But
like,
red lines are intense. You need energy. You take one of those, you're good the entire day.
Yeah, and also your stomach will be shredded by the end of the night.
That's if you don't eat before you go.
Just as Mikey, he should know.
Man.
All right, anything else before we go into some games?
Prayers for the family that lost their mom at Six Flags, because that's they went to have fun and to walk out like that.
It's
Yeah.
gotta be tough.
But other than that, we can step into the gaming news.
All right. So last week we talked about Deadpool. I think that was the only game.
Yeah.
Well, I think we talked a lot
Last of Us.
And The Last of Us, we talked about Last of Us, which I still haven't finished yet, so I need to finish that. But this week we're going to talk about some of our favorite games in the past, what's out now. We limit ourselves 3 to 5. We'll just touch on one a little bit. So who wants to go first?
I'll go first because these guys forgot to do the homework this week.
I did.
Yeah, so,
Yeah, I just thought of mine. Well, I wouldn't say I forgot. Like, they're my favorite games, so they're always going to be my favorite games. I just didn't write something up.
sorry.
So everything I'm talking about is going to be off the top of my head.
Oh no, it's kind of tough to say like a favorite game of all time or a favorite. I have multiples. But first one, would probably have to be the old Donkey Kong series on the Super Nintendo. Classic, beat them all like 5 times through. Amazing. Let's see, what else? I got I guess I'll start moving up the ladder. N64 or Ocarina of Time, best one hands down. Nintendo would never make a game like that.
That is always they have so many Zelda games now, but I think that one's still like
That
the
one's-
best. It's, like Twilight Princess looks really beautiful, like graphic wise, but the story of it just
wasn't
weird.
there.
Yeah.
But it was the Ocarina of Time was better. Majora's Mask was really good, but I never finished it.
I'll say I didn't get to play it. Well, I did, but I
I
didn't
never
get too
played that one either. I just stuck
It
to the
was,
Zelda.
hey, we got stuck at the beginning. There's a part you got to do something, and the moon gets closer and closer and closer,
yeah.
and then you die when it gets too close. And I was just never got past that part. I look up and I'm like, no!
So-
just run.
If you're watching this and you beat that, email us.
Yes,
So you can come
please
up.
let me know, because Majora's Mask has been out for like 20 years now or whatever. It's probably not that long, but like
Oh, it's probably that
15
Yeah,
years.
it is, man.
And I cannot get past that moon. I think I probably have once. It's been so long, but I just remember when it first came out. Got my N64. I got my N64 from my dad, who's always been in jail most of his life. So it was really like special. Like my dad got me something really cool. He's out of jail and I got a cool present from him. So it was like one of the best presents. And then that was one of the games, and I just get so mad at it. Like I literally like, Dad, I know I love you that you got me this game, and I'm about to throw it out the window. So yeah, email us, let us know. Send me a link to the walkthrough.
Yeah, you can probably find it on Google. So, I guess moving up the ladder, we'll go with PS2, Splinter Cell series, hands down. I always love those.
We played that game all the time.
All the time. Like,
All the time.
straight, like, co-op every day.
Co-op.
Amazing stuff.
Although, was it you or Ken that always get us caught?
That would be Ken. Ken doesn't have any salty skills.
Someone we played with all the time would always just like, he would, instead of going sneaking around, climb up top the, pole, drop down, break the guy's neck, he'd just run and gun. Just run and gun, just like, I'm here!
Like, I
Set up
thought
all
that's what you're
alarms.
supposed to do. So that's your 3?
Now you can keep going if you got
Okay,
more.
all right. We'll make it really quick here. Xbox, Halo 2, hands down. Still play that all the time. I even go, almost got a little better than this guy. He's been a little rusty. Just in the scopes. Wow.
So, to collaborate on that, we have, church at our church, we have what, 8 Xboxes, something like that.
Close to it. We got a good amount. Like,
Not one PlayStation. Like, that's ridiculous.
We literally have like 6 to 8 Xboxes connected by LAN, the Ethernet cords connecting to each other. I mean, it's if you go in our room, it's like they're well hidden, but once they're out, the wires are crazy. And we would come like once, like 3 times a week, would just come up here and just play Halo 2 for hours. Our youth pastors into it. We just have fun. And back in the day, before 360 came out, all I did was play Halo 2. So I would come to church and play against them and destroy them.
Hey, he knew all the super jumps.
I knew all of them. Well, I didn't super jump. I knew all of them, but I never did it to cheat. But I did the BXBs,
BXR.
the BXR.
BXR. Or left or whatever it is. You hit him and then you shoot him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did all those. I was really good at quick scoping. And then 360 came out, and I got Call of Duty, got really rusty, and then he's taking over.
Taking up. What's up?
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
No, you're good. It's all good. It's what it's all about. 361 with that note. I don't even know. I guess what I've been playing recently for a little bit, Assassin's Creed, little Red Dead Redemption. So that was a fun one.
By the way, if you're an Xbox Live member, Assassin's Creed 2 is free right now. You just got to download it. For free.
Free.
Full free.
Oh, now
Brandon, what was it? Full free.
He's like, oh.
All right, anything else?
No, that wraps me up, I guess.
Brandon?
Yeah. What's up?
First one.
PS3.
Here it goes.
Nah. First one is regular Nintendo Mario.
All right, I'll give you that one.
And second one.
Wait, hold on. The Mario that you came over to my house and played that one day?
Yeah.
That you
Hey.
died?
Man, when we were playing, he could not reach the top of the flag.
I don't know.
All he did was reach the top of the flag, and the first
know,
3
man.
flags
Like,
he saw,
It
didn't even jump.
seemed like I was jumping a lot higher back in the 90s.
Back in the 90s.
So I don't know.
Remember, Mario's white. White man can't jump.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, we
so.
can.
But second one, I guess I'll go to the N64, and I had to do the 3D version of Mario because
Mario 64.
yeah, I played that game so much. And third, I had to go to the PlayStation 1 with Metal Gear. That was nice.
Classic.
Because it blew my mind that you could sneak around and hide in a box. It was like wow, I just hid in a box and the guy walked by because back then the AI was extremely dumb.
Yeah.
It was like ridiculously dumb. But what is that? My third one, fourth one. I have to say the Uncharted series, hands down.
I am playing the first one right now, halfway through, and loving it.
Yeah.
It's so smooth. It's literally like it's just like dulled down a little bit from The Last of Us, because The Last of Us is really smooth, but Uncharted was not far behind. Like, they just enhanced it just a little bit for The Last of Us. And it's real fun. I thought it was going to be more of a puzzler kind of game too, but it's just literally like run and gun right now, as far as I got.
Yeah.
Like I said, I'm only in the first one. I have the first two. Gonna get the third when I at least get done with the first. So
My cousin didn't like it though because he's used to the Call of Duty in the first person, and he was like, "Man, this shooting is horrible." I'm like, "Okay," but the story wise, he's like, "Eh," because he always skips the scenes. You know, he doesn't. He
I
doesn't
can't
really
do that.
I
Yeah.
can't.
I really like games that have, I don't want to say too much cutscenes where it's like literally everything I do there's a cutscene.
Yeah.
But like The Last of Us, and I'm always going to go to this because I think that's like the perfect like story driven game right now that's out. In my opinion, of course. But just like there's like you do like a big chunk of a game and then there's like a really nice cutscene. Some of them are long, but the whole story is so intense and so driven that it's like I'm ready for that cutscene. So when it's going, I'm like, let's do this. Like I'm watching a movie. Like if they took those cutscenes and the game that you played, like did something and made it a movie, I'm in. Like first day of theaters, let's do this.
Yeah.
But sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. But yeah.
No, you're good. You're just.
I'm just cutting everyone off. Right. So I just like to talk.
Oh yeah. Fifth game though. Let me think for a minute. Not too long because I don't want to bore you guys. I guess I just throw in Battlefield 3.
I thought that would have been number one.
Nah.
As much as you play that game, that's why I was like, oh, here it comes. I thought it was gonna be Battlefield for sure.
Nah, that's my fifth all time. It's a great game. Replay value extremely high.
If you don't mind running like 100 miles from the spawn to the battlefield while everyone jacks all the vehicles.
Yeah, I probably played a total of, I think, 10 days on the game. So
10 days. That's not even that bad.
Back to back?
Total hours.
Yeah.
Because on the game it totals your hours.
Yeah.
I think on my Modern Warfare 3, I was like almost a month. Because that was literally all I would do. I know, it's nothing I should be bragging about.
Yeah, that's
what I mean, dude. It's temptation. That will definitely puts that in there, which I've done a lot better in getting away from it. And I haven't played my Xbox or PlayStation 3 in 5 days.
Nice.
And I think I'm going to probably get on it for the first time tonight. And that's just because a couple of buddies that I play with have been texting me like, come on. So,
that's it. It's on you.
So, my games are more not just a single game, but I'm going to go what you guys did. I'm going to go from pick out some NES games to, up and higher. So, NES game, I'm going to have to say, original Ninja Turtles game.
Oh, okay.
Love that game. I never played it. 2D. I never played it in the arcade. It's an arcade style game. I always loved being Michelangelo. I actually, when the arcade game came available for the Xbox 360, downloaded it and I still play it. I have an NES, and I'm looking for it to buy it and play it on the original controller, everything.
Dang.
64, and I can't believe none of you guys said this, but GoldenEye. Best first-person shooter.
I forgot all about that.
That's what made first-person shooters.
Yes.
GoldenEye is what made your Call of Duty, your Battlefield. There is no other first-person shooter that would ever beat 007.
Even though you just had like a small box to look out of.
Right.
But
my favorite part about that game is proximity mines.
Oh yeah, I would love blowing people up.
We used to. We would just try making the biggest explosions. I can't remember what the level was called, but you were in a facility and you would just go in the bathroom.
That's one of the best ones.
And then you would just sit there and just throw those mines down and just wait for your friends to come in to find you and just gone.
Bringing back memories
right
there.
Cheat codes in and you sneak around people and stuff and throwing knives, all weapons.
Paintball mode in that game was so much fun.
Mm-hmm.
Baron Cinnamon. I don't know. That's the guy I used all the time. He's like the Michael Jackson looking guy.
Is it the one with the? Nah, that's the.
I think he had like a top hat or something.
Yeah.
Not Odd Job with the small hat, but I think it was a bigger hat.
I couldn't stand that guy. That guy was too short.
Odd Job.
Yeah, he was hard to hit as a target.
So let's go PS1. And PS1, PS2, and up is like, I'll tell you, Resident Evil is my all-time favorite series games. Resident Evil from PS1, PS2, Xbox, whatever, so on, has always been my favorite games. Although I'm getting really disappointed in the newer ones. The first two were amazing. First three were amazing. 4 was good. 5 got really dull, really short game. It was more action. 6 is a huge disappointment to me. I still enjoy the game. I'll play it.
Just
But
like
as
the
in-
movies.
As in, like the story, the graphics, they're great, but the story's not there anymore. Now they're just trying to add stuff to continue the games.
Mhm.
But other than the Resident Evil series, PS1, I would have to say either Soul Reaver. I played a lot. Which is I can't remember the whole base of the story, but you would kill someone and he would have like a little mask and he would open the mask and he would suck up the soul. I played that. PS2. Gosh, I don't remember what I played for the PS2.
Cause he's not a PlayStation guy.
No. I had a PS2 for the longest time. I never got, like, everyone played like Grand Theft Auto 3 and all that. I never got into Grand Theft Autos.
Until the next one's coming out.
Which I heard is really good, but I'm probably not going to play it. Because I didn't play Grand Theft Auto 4. I didn't like it. I don't... There's nothing... I mean, I should say there's everything wrong with that game. Drugs, stealing cars.
Yeah.
But, I know it's a video game and all that. And that's not why I don't play it. I just never got into those.
Prostitutes.
Prostitutes. I guess PlayStation 2... I don't know. I'm going to have to skip PlayStation 2, because right now I'm just drawing... Devil May Cry. There it is. Devil May Cry was probably one of my favorite games for PlayStation 2, which, I don't know if you guys noticed, Devil May Cry was supposed to be Resident Evil 4. But they were so off track, they renamed it a whole completely different game.
Dang.
So, Xbox with Mikey, Halo 2, 360, I don't know, you got your Call of Duties I really love. You got Dead Space. Dead Space is one of my favorite games. Have you guys played Dead Space?
Nope.
You haven't? I'll let you borrow them. I have all 3. Amazing games. Scary games, amazing though. And then Army of Twos.
Army 2's are good.
So there's my little spiel.
That's what's up. 30 minutes later.
Anything else? Anything else want to chime in something as I was talking about? Anything else coming up?
Mm-hmm.
Should we go into gaming news?
We can do that.
Let's go gaming news. I'll start. There is a rumor that, I don't know if you guys, we've kind of talked about it. I don't know if you guys seen it. Batman Beyond. It's not Bruce Wayne. It's Terry.
McGinnis.
Does it show in here?
Yeah, it's like at the bottom right there.
Terry McGinnis. He's a black and red Batman. Bruce Wayne is his helper. He's old. This is when Bruce Wayne gets old. It's like in the future. So it's a cartoon, but they're trying to make a live Batman movie. So I wasn't a very big fan of the cartoon, so I don't know how this would be any better. So
Well, you know what's going to happen? They're gonna that's going to come out, and then that's going to be like a new Batman series because Nolan's, I think, Bale and Nolan are done. So that'll end up taking over the series probably.
I don't know, but I don't know. I don't know how that's going to be. I don't know if I'm even going to want to see that. So
Speaking of your Batman Beyond, there's a rumor coming out also that there's supposed to be a Superman and a Batman movie combined.
there is, and I was on IGN, which, by the way, all news comes from IGN and Game Informer. Should announce that now so we don't get in trouble. That's where I get all my news, so give credit where credit is due. But I was on IGN and I saw that, and the little emblem looked pretty sick.
Yes, it did.
So
That'll be interesting.
uh,
As long as Christian Bale comes back.
I know one of those things says it might. Another one, if you are a fan of Heroes, they went up to 4 seasons. ended. I watched all 4 seasons. Really disappointed how the 4th ended. But if you are a fan, season 5 is coming, but only in comic book form. So if you are not a big comic book fan, you are not going to see season 5. Sorry.
That poor paper you just threw on the ground. You know, you kind of sound like that one dude off X-Play. You kind of like raise your voice and lower it. So if you're not a big fan, you know, it's not cool.
Thanks.
No problem.
Come on. Adam Sussler, I'm trying to be like you. I think that's what you're talking about.
That's what I was shooting for. I don't know if he still does it anymore or not, but
I don't know. I have DirecTV, which does not have G4 TV, which I'm very upset.
I would be
Oh,
upset.
really?
There goes my video game channel.
Good job. That's all right. All right. Last week we talked about. Well, we didn't really talk. We kind of touched base on the Xbox and the PS4. What are we gonna call it? Anyways.
Anyways.
Yeah.
I heard that.
Yeah. So apparently the Xbox One, when you download the digital games from sounds of what Microsoft said, as long as like a certain I guess like a memory chip or something is installed, you can play the game while it's downloading. So you just have to have like a certain, it's like a memory thing or whatever, and then you can end up playing it while it's still downloading.
A memory thing?
Okay, you want like specific words? Here we go. It says once the required data, a fraction of the entire game. So
no, it doesn't need a memory chip. Only as long as a certain amount is downloaded, you can start playing.
AKA all the same. Anyways.
Like if 50% is done, you can start playing.
Let's just all throw our papers up. All right. New Batman game coming out. Mad Hatter is confirmed to be one of the lead villains. Villains, not villains.
More than one.
More than one. Instead of the typical Arkham Asylum and Arkham City, where Joker was primary villain, Mad Hatter will now be taking over, and he did have a small role in Arkham City, but wasn't that big.
Which I'm still. This is probably the only Arkham game that I will play fully through. Because you can be Deathstroke, and Deathstroke is Deadpool is a beat off of Deathstroke.
Well, you know what? You are a hater because the other two were pretty good too.
I know, and I was told that they were great games, but I don't know how to play them.
That's all right. And then as long as they have the Batmobile where you can drive around and like run over inmates, that'd be awesome.
Oh, man.
And apparently we got some news about The Last of Us that we talked about last week. Apparently the comic somehow changed the game's ending. From what it says here, it apparently.
Probably totally blocking your voice.
Yeah. Anyway, I don't know. It doesn't really say too much about it. It's kind of vague.
So anyway, if you played The Last of Us,
Yeah.
you beat the game. The comic book probably will not end the same. So I didn't even know there was a comic book for this. I might have to check into that.
No, you probably will.
No, yeah, for sure.
I'm pulled sharp.
And done.
Alright, on my portion, PlayStation 4 supports PlayStation 3 wireless headsets.
And the man just sell his PS3 wireless headset. So now he's
yes,
starting.
I did.
If you have a PS3 headset, don't be like your Xbox enemies and sell it because you won't need to. They will support it. Xbox One hasn't confirmed that yet. Xbox, Microsoft, hurry up.
Yeah,
They don't hurry up on anything, so.
Hey, you know what?
Hey.
You are racist like
All right.
Xbox.
PlayStation.
But some more news on The Last of Us. Why Naughty Dog cannot make a sequel to The Last of Us. I guess they're trying to figure out who's gonna take control of the next one. I heard they got separate teams. Like it's Naughty Dog. They're trying to focus more on the Uncharted 4
Nice.
for the next gen, and then another team. I guess you call them the Last of Us team. They're gonna work on a sequel, but I didn't really understand that fully.
Well,
I gotta look more into it.
and you've seen the end of this game. I haven't yet, so I don't even know. Is there a cliffhanger to be a second? Do you think?
Mm-hmm.
Without giving anything, you think based off the end of this game, they could do a sequel, or do you think they ended
I
it?
wouldn't. If I was to grade the ending as far as cliffhanger wise, I give it a B minus.
So there could be a possibility,
Yeah.
like they could go on with it somehow, some way.
Yeah.
Anything else?
That's it, Captain.
That's it.
And I'm be kind to the paper and just lay it down gently.
That's what's up. Paper has feelings too. Sharp.
Also, if you do not like us on Facebook, you should, because I do post anything that has to do with video games, and just recently I posted shift codes if you're a Borderlands 2 fan that will give you golden keys, which Golden Keys will get you legendary weapons, secret weapons, whatever weapons, strong weapons for that game. So keep it. Make sure you like us on Facebook,
And
you'll get all that. And I post awesome music videos like KJ52,
Yeah.
Do the Bill Cosby, because that is a great song.
and you forgot to say sub to our channel. On,
And well, I
YouTube.
wasn't getting there. I was still on the Facebook.
He always focuses on the Facebook. It's like, what about the YouTube? All right.
If you are a YouTube user, please subscribe to our YouTube.
Or at least watch them to start.
Yeah, he is right. You know, you can't get greedy with it. So
That's right, short. Yeah, he's like, dang, I just got silenced.
So, and you can find our videos on Facebook page, and just click on that. It'll take you to our YouTube channel. Hit subscribe. Easy as that. Watch our shows. They're gonna get better and better. Like I said, this is only our second episode.
Yeah.
Work out the kinks. Get away from my drink. And so, all right. Let's go to the best part. We've been waiting all week to talk about the movies that we saw, because we saw some good movies this week.
Conjuring.
Is that all you gotta say?
That's all we need to say.
The Conjuring.
Well, I'll just start off with the cons. They revealed too much in the trailer. Too much.
Oh, he's giving the bad news first?
Yes, but overall, you know, pretty good. A lot of jump scares. Half of them you've seen in the trailer, as I mentioned. But
But even though you see him in the trailers, they still freak you out
Yeah,
when they come
yeah.
up. Even though you know it's coming, you're like,
even the sound when something is about to happen, speakers is like a earthquake. You know, it's like nice. You know, this is way better than watching it at home with no surround sound.
So overall, this movie is about evil spirits and a house haunting, without giving too much away. I totally agree with them. Super scary movie. I am not a huge jumper when it comes to like scary. Like sometimes
He was jumping.
I jumped. Yeah, you know, I almost held Brandon's hand. I was holding my wife's hand, and I was so scared I almost reached over and grabbed Brandon's hand.
I'm glad he didn't.
Not really. I wasn't.
Yeah, you're right.
So that was fun. It was really well written too. Not a whole lot of well known actors in it though.
Yeah.
I think the one of the guys was the guy from Office Space. Was that him?
Yeah.
I think
dad?
so. And the woman who played Lorraine, I think is her name.
Lorraine.
Yeah, she I forgot which movie she's been in, but you know, I saw her before.
One of the little girls that in it, the one that was put in the van at the end, towards the end, she plays in White House Down, which I saw, which is also a great movie.
No, Olympus Has Fallen. Better.
The same movie, same movie.
Uh-oh.
Have you seen White House Down?
Nope.
Then you can't judge.
I
Like,
can't.
what is that? No. This movie's better. I haven't seen the other one to justify this, but
Oh, sorry, because what was his name? Gerard Butler played in, I think, Olympus Has Fallen?
yeah, Gerard
Yeah.
Butler.
Better than Jamie Foxx or Channing Tatum.
Eh.
Unless we want to get off on this tangent, which we can't.
Isn't the main character on the White House Down the one who was in the Step Up movies?
Yes, Channing Tatum.
Oh yeah, you lost, bro. You
Now,
lost.
listen though, the story and the ending behind White House Down, I think, is way more powerful than Olympus Down. Now, don't get me wrong, Olympus Has Fallen has way more action. It is literally, you know, you get the first 10 minutes of the movie that's downtime, and then the rest is, you know, blowing up the White House and saving the president. Where White House Down, it's more of, you know, it takes a little bit to build up, but it has its funny moments, because of course Jamie Foxx is in it, and then Channing Tatum is starting to do a little bit of funnier movies now.
Like 21 Jump Street.
Yeah.
And all that.
There's supposed to be a sequel to that too, apparently.
Really?
22 Jump Street.
Something like that.
But the ending of it, like, it's really good. Like, I would, to compare the two, Olympus Has Fallen would probably top it just a tad. I wouldn't say it's way better. I wouldn't say it's better. I'd just say it's if you want it for action, Olympus Has Fallen is better. But story wise, I would probably say White House Down has better ending.
Guess I'll have to watch.
Yeah, watch it for sure. Did you see anything? So did you get to go see anything for free every day?
No, I was gonna go try and see Grown Ups 2 today, but wasn't able to. because I slept until like 7. 12 hours. It was amazing.
So next time you go to a free movie, let me know. I'll go.
I'm trying. You can only get like a couple people in though.
That's fine. We don't need to tell anyone else. Brandon doesn't need to know.
Oh, dang.
Right on camera. I'm a Pauly Dean this guy right here.
I saw Despicable Me 2,
How was that?
which was, it's very cool. I was a huge fan of the first one. I love those yellow minions. My ringtone is them singing the banana song. And it's just, I love them. They're so funny. The second one is even better than the first one. And, you know, kids, you know, parents with kids, go check it out. Check it out when it comes out on, you know, DVD, whatever. Blu-ray, whatever. Check it out. VHS? Don't think so. What is a VHS?
You don't know what VHS is?
Nope.
I knew that. That was like growing up in my prime. Had to sit there and
My grandpa
rewind it.
my grandpa was like, have you ever seen a beta player? And I was like, no, is beta a fish? So I don't know, I just give him a hard time.
That's what's up.
Anything else with movies?
Mm,
Anything else want to comment on The Conjuring, White House
I
Down?
heard that The Conjuring sold out pretty good.
Yeah.
I think.
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
No, wait. Didn't you tell me that they made like 45 million?
No, it wasn't me. What I told you was IGN announced that they're already making a sequel to it.
That was quick.
I guess the reviewer says, "Oh, it's amazing." Number 2. Anything else? Anything music or you guys reading any books?
Not for real.
Yeah,
Reading this one book. I forgot the title.
it's the one Matt gave you.
Yeah, it's Reverberation. There it is. You know, it goes more in depth with your relationship with God and how you can see Him, and you know, just by walking down the street and looking at a plant, you know, like you know, God put that there at that time for a reason. You know, just you know, you look into things more with the scope. So.
Like I said, I've been reading the Walking Dead comics a little too much.
Yeah.
If you're a big Walking Dead fan, check them out. I got mine. I haven't bought them. I'm checking out the volumes at the library, and the story's completely different. I mean, there's some same things, but
When's the new season start?
October 13th.
Oh, too long.
I know it's too long. I don't know if you guys ever watched Defiance, the TV show, but that doesn't come out for another year.
Dang.
Their season ends in like July, you know, early July, and then doesn't come back until
Wait,
late
wasn't that
June.
based in St. Louis?
It's based in like future St. Louis.
Oh.
Like the arch is torn down, not torn down, but broken and all that. So. All right. I guess we'll go to Prairie Quest. You know, start wrapping up the show. It's been a good one.
Yeah.
Had a lot to talk about.
Yeah. He had a lot to talk about.
Hey, did I say I?
Yeah.
No,
Oh,
I
no.
said we had a lot to talk about. Don't put this on me.
It's okay. Viewers know.
We didn't have any prayer requests on the website or on the email, so
Yeah, give it time.
yeah.
You know.
So now we're gonna do prayer requests. If you do have a prayer request, at the end of the show I'll have a link, or not a link, our email posted. Just send us a prayer request. Make sure you type private or public. If you write private, only us three will see. We'll pray for you. If you put public, we'll announce it over the show, and
And we're making business cards.
we'll have business cards for those who are local and want some from us to pass around to your friends. You know, we're not doing this to, you know, be a web, you know, whatever famous, but to more of bringing, you know,
Web
Christ,
celebrity?
web celebrity, but to bring Christ, you know, through the video game world, to witness to you guys, to pass on to your friends, and you know, if you're having a hard time, you know, we talk about God and we also talk about video games, so you'll be interested and learning at the same time. So, I think we'll just talk about prayer requests, and then we'll go ahead and end. We'll pray off camera this time. So,
Alright.
all right. So, Brandon, anything for prayer requests?
God put on my heart those people that are struggling with drug addictions and alcohol. You know, if you're trying to get clean, because I've been there, and I'll share more more on that next week, you know, when I introduce myself. But you know, just prayer and strength for those, and that's basically it, you know, and just guidance.
Okay. Anything?
Oh, I guess not really. Just kind of a quiet week. I guess those kids lost their mother in Texas.
Yeah, those
Keeping your thoughts. I mean, I know it's a tough time, and I haven't experienced that myself, but I know that's gonna be pretty devastating.
Mine, I just been working a lot of hours. Just pray for the strength and the willpower to get up and go. You know, working at. I mean, I love my job. I don't mind being there. Like today, I stayed an hour later than I was supposed to because helping out with the job. I don't mind doing that. But some days it can get hard. Some days it's hard to get up, and it's more of my drive going there. But it does give me time. I do pray a lot during my drive. I don't want to say every time because a lot of times I'll play music and I'll get distracted. But a lot of times, especially in the morning where I don't have time to hook up my phone, it gives me a lot of time to talk. But just getting there and just staying, you know, open-minded and being more of, you know, a light for Christ at work, because working at a bar is really hard to stay focused on Christ and stuff like that. So just pray for, you know, me to stay in the Word and, you know, having that light for Christ during the work. So that is it for this episode. Episode number 2. Number 3 coming up. We're talking about going weekly instead of bi-weekly. So
Yeah, so stay tuned.
like us on Facebook and you will know. Subscribe on YouTube and you will know. Kind of.
Yeah,
I don't know how you would know from YouTube.
don't know.
Can you send out messages on YouTube?
No, you'll just go on your update link and you'll see, new video, number 1.
Number 1.
Yes.
We're number 1. So yeah, check us out. Like I said, follow us on Facebook. You'll see a bunch of pictures, videos. We'll have like little videos that we'll do during the week or side videos that we do. I'm gonna try getting a special guest next week.
Christian Bale.
Christian Bale. Yeah, we'll get Christian Bale. No, just either, you know, someone that's here around here that's another, you know, Christian and gamer, or maybe talk to the pastor, maybe getting him on here and
That'll be
show
good.
who's our shepherd of our flock, and have him on here, or at least have a little interview with him and add him in. So, all right.
Take
See you
care.
later.
See you.
Tell 'em we here. Tell 'em we here. Tell 'em we here. We grind, we get it 'cause he got it. Tell 'em we here. We grind, we get it 'cause he got it. Tell 'em we here. We grind, we get it 'cause he got it. Gone, they don't know that we been here. Tell 'em we here. Ain't nobody step up 'cause we do this in his name. Studying his word to let them know about the king. We just get it 'cause he got it. We ain't boasting in ourselves, we just boast 'cause he about it. We come, we ain't do this on our own. We been all up in this world, but he brought us in his own. I ain't never giving up, I ain't backsliding no more. I'ma keep on grinding for him till my body hit the floor. This is how we get it. Music is my ministry, his kingdom is my business. Think I'm unashamed, I'ma tell the whole world about his name. So tell him we here. Tell him we here. Tell him we here. Tell him we here. We grind, we get it 'cause he got it. Tell him we here. We grind, we get it 'cause he got it. Tell him we here. We grind, we get it 'cause he got it. They don't know that we been in the zone. Tell him we here.
Putting on for my hood. Hell, they know I work good. From that KY to that NY, so Cali back to the shop. We rapping raw with no weight bench. I'm turning up in the nice sense. Christ Jesus came, we unashamed, finna get